What's going on? It's your man James Mack, back with another video. This video is very important to those that's moving to Miami or wanting to move to Miami and don't know much about Miami. And this is very important to those that's immigrants or people that's undocumented that's in Miami. Things are about to change, and I think you need to pay attention to this video. So let's go ahead and get ready to get the merch as well. Get into this video because this is very important. Miami is about to change, and a lot of people don't know about the dark side about Miami. I'm gonna bring it to a light a little bit, but it's really not my place to bring it all the way to the light, so I'm not. Let's go. Listen, if you're moving to Miami, right, and you're saying to yourself, now is the time, which it is, I want to go ahead and make the move. I want to make the jump. I think you need to know about this, okay? We just had an executive order from your president. It's a sweep up of undocumented people in Miami or across the nation, right? To send them back to their countries. Now, my heart goes out to people in that situation because I'm here and I'm American. I don't really have to worry about that. But for people that do have to worry about that, that could be stressful. That could just be mind-wrecking to think that you came to America and you're gonna build something, or you built something and within a matter of a couple weeks, months, or a year, you're gonna be shipped back to a country that you left from. That's crazy. And the way Miami is, I could just imagine nobody wants to leave Miami unless you actually want to leave Miami, but nobody wants to leave Miami in that way. You know, they come to Miami for a better place. And shout out to all my friends and all my peers in Miami that's built wonderful things. I know people that's built big restaurants. I know people that's built mega real estate, people that's then built driving companies, chauffeur companies, all type of stuff. And we're talking about people from all different walks of life in all different countries. See, Miami, it's not just Mexican people. It's not just people from Jamaica and things like that. They have Haitians, Dominican Republic. They have Cubans, Colombians, all these different people. I told you in another story how my friend came from Colombia and came, you know, and got here and did his thing. Started working in the kitchen, moved his way up from that, bought a house, got into the real estate. Now he's driving Ferraris in Miami. So it's tons of stories of people that came from Colombia or people that came from Cuba and really turned up and built actual skyscrapers from their hustle, be it legal or illegal, you know, because Miami, let's be honest, is built off of, you know, dirty money, somewhat. But it's a lot of good, honest, hardworking people that got to Miami and they were treated well. They were embraced by their own communities, right? Because let's be honest, what you don't know or what you may not know about Miami is very segregated. Segregated means that it's different sections or different areas where these groups of cultural people live. Let's just say the Jewish people live on Miami Beach, because when you go to Miami Beach, you will see everything they have there. Or you may say, you know, the people from Cuba live, you know, in Little Cuba or something like that, you know. However the case may be, we're in a situation now where people are getting arrested or people are getting sweeps in Miami now, picking up all these people. So what is that going to do to the economy in Miami? You ask yourself. What is that going to do to the real estate in Miami? You ask yourself. You know, that it is mind-boggling to me and everybody else, because you have families that's been here for decades, generations. If you go get one person, you go get somebody's grandma or you go get somebody's cousin, which I hope and pray that stuff don't happen to those type of families, breaking up families like that. But that's the order that's been sent down. There's going to be a lot of opportunity in Miami behind that, because if you take half of Miami away and send them back to their country, then what happens then? Who's to fill that void? You got people that own buildings, people that own multi-million-dollar real estate portfolios that don't have any papers, because that's embraced in Miami. See, that's what I'm trying to understand. Miami is embraced like that. Like, they don't care if you have papers or not. Can you do the job? Can you work there? Because they feel those people's stories. And it's not just a certain demographic. You got people from Haiti. You got people from Africa. You got people from Colombia. You got people from Mexico. You got people from all over the world. Russia, Europe, all over the world that's there without documentation. Chinese people, Asian people, all different type of people. And Miami is just that type of place where it's not really considered, they say it's not considered a part of the United States because of how open it is and how different they think about these type of issues that I'm speaking of right now. It's a lot of people that got their paperwork or trying to get their paperwork in Miami. And it's a lot of people that said, forget it, I don't need it, because Miami will never worry about that. They can do whatever they need to do without that being a factor, because the people that's behind, the desk making the decisions is maybe undocumented as well. And that's okay in Miami. But now with this new situation, it's going to change a lot of things, because I don't think we've seen it like this for quite some time, where it's a direct order to go out and get people, families, kids, whatever the case may be. Miami is a hardworking city. Miami is a city where people depend on each other that may not be able to speak English. They can go to a restaurant or they can go to somewhere and really be able to thrive in Miami, because it's not based off of nobody speaking English. It's based off of whatever language, or if it's Spanish, Russian, whatever language you speak, majority is Spanish, they're going to embrace you because everybody's speaking Spanish, right? So if you're speaking English, you may feel like the eyeball at times in Miami, because it's almost a right to speak Spanish or a different language, and it's not necessary for you to speak English. That's the type of time we're on in Miami. But now with things changing, how would this change? Let me kind of shift gears a little bit and get into if you were thinking about moving to Miami. This is the time to move to Miami, because if you start getting vacancies and you start getting people moving and getting sent back to their country, then that's going to open up a lot of vacancies. That's going to open up a lot of jobs. That's going to open up a lot of things that need to be filled if it truly happens like it's going to happen. And I pray that, it doesn't happen to people like they say it's going to happen. But I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you've already done the research on this. You already know what your options is. And I pray for you. Truthfully, I do. Because I've never had that problem. We had different problems. We got different problems as African Americans or Black Americans. But I never had that problem of worrying about staying in the country. I know that I cannot go to another country and kind of just go there and stay, obviously, because they're going to send us back or arrest us, or whatever the case may be, however the case may be. It's a lot of new opportunity in Miami right now, in general, in period, with all the short-term rentals, with all the different programs they got for business owners, for all the different developments they have. It's a ton of opportunity. Now with this, it's unfortunately gonna open up a vast gap in Miami for other opportunities that may exist that people may be into. So it may be nursing, it may be construction, whatever the case may be. Yes, construction is going to take a big hit because they have their own companies, but we'll see how Miami fights back, because Miami is ran by immigrants, Cubans, Colombians, Venezuelans. That's the people that actually run Miami. You see, even from the mayor all the way down. All these different things. These different positions are ran by people of color, so to speak. It'll be interesting to see if these type of orders get put in place in Miami. It may get put in place in other places for sure, but in Miami, it's almost like a war, because you have the people whose family is in jeopardy. You may have somebody that actually work for ICE whose family is undocumented. These type of things. So I just want to say, keep your head up out there. Stay vigilant. Keep your head on swivel. But Miami is one of those places I love. I love this place. I love Miami. And I just want to say, if you're thinking about moving to Miami, this is the time, but know what you're getting into, because it's going to get kind of shifty in just a couple months if what's really going on is going on. I see some ice and stuff rolling around. I see some stuff happening right now starting to cook up. It's probably not at the levels that it's going to be towards the summer, when everybody really start to move around and start to vacate and these type of things. But be careful out there, folks. And if you're moving to Miami, this is the time to do it. There's no better time than right now, because the specials going on, apartments are vacant. There's so many new apartment buildings being built and, opening right now. So get out there and get on it. And once again, my heart go out to the people that's got to go through this process, but hopefully you can come on back and get it right, or come on back the right way, or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to keep this video long. Like, subscribe, and share. Look out for the next video. But I had to just go here. I said I wouldn't talk about politics no more, but this is very important because Miami is built off of immigrants, period. We'll see how this goes. Mr. Mac, let's go.